Hi everyone, this is Eva, and I just want to come live here and talk a bit about liberation of being who you truly are. And that is a sentence that have been in my mind for a couple of days in different kind of shapes and forms, but it's mostly like, as I said, there's a liberation in being yourself. Um, the question that may come with that is, what is liberation of being yourself? To be yourself, what exactly is that? Because many of us think that we are being ourselves in every single moment, and we most certainly aren't. So I want to ask you a question. Who are you when you are being yourself? Do you honor yourself in every moment? Do you step into the role and hold your own light, speak your truth, and stand for your opinion in every harsh circumstance that just appear in your life? Holding ground and being the authentic you. Well, that is a not one question. That was many questions, but do you? To be honest, well, it's one thing to hold in your light and be centered, and there's one thing to speak your truth and stick by your truth. And the truth may change because when you learn new things, your perception of a event can change, and the truth can also change with that event. So that is a truth, to be able to say that you are shifting your own perception of things. You're moving into a higher consciousness, and you see things in different ways. And that is a truth to acknowledge to people around you, that you have actually shifted that consciousness and change your mind, and stand for that view that I have moved forward with my thought and my mind, and I'm holding that ground for the main time right now. But it's so much easier for us to holding and speak our truth if there is something that we are truly firm in our beliefs in. If we have an opinion about politic events or religion or anything like that, it's so much easier to, when you are speaking your own truth, to stand firm when people are questioning you. And they're so easy to get in like, I don't give a shit what everybody else think about me because I'm holding my truth. Well, if I have to get into a defense position, I'm obviously not there yet. So do I hold my truth in every time? No, I don't. But I'm trying to. I'm trying to actually get to that point when I feel like whatever I am saying is in a alignment with my own beliefs, and I try not to do things that aren't in my beliefs, because that will give some mixed message in me by myself. So I never do anything against my consciousness. I rather be alone than being with people for the wrong reasons. And the older I'm getting, the more space I need around myself. And today, I don't really care so much about people all around me. And I do care about people. I care about people a lot. I just don't care to please them anymore. And when I say please them, because everyone who knows me knows that I have a mission, almost like being to service to others. But what I'm meaning in this moment as a woman, it's so hard to say no to small things in your life that people are taking for granted that you are supposed to do, act, or be just because you are in a close relationship or in a society and community or at work, and also because you are a woman. So we are masters of manipulation. People have learned the skills to manipulate each other, and we are using a lot of times the concept of guilt when we are not receiving what we want. So if you are asked to do something for someone else and you're feeling like you do need that space and time for yourself, and you might get a bad conscience and feel ill because you have to say, no, I'm not interested in to do what you want me to do, to bring that service to you, because you know that you have space, and you don't make it legal for yourself to expect that you actually have a time space in your life where you can do whatever you want to do. If you want to relax, or if you want to take a bath, or if you want to read a book, or just be alone in your own space. Because when someone asks you if you can be guarding their house, dog, babies, or whatever it could be, or pick them up somewhere, or drive them to some place, or just be there for someone else, and you say no, there's a conflict. And as a woman, we usually try to explain why. Like, I have been working so much, I would love to have a space for my own. Well, I don't have to explain myself. Because being in my own light and being centered in me means that I'm looking after myself first. And if I feel a need to be within myself and go into meditation, or just relax and go to sleep, or whatever makes me comfortable in my own life, I don't have to run that by other people. I don't have to get any confirmation from friends or family or co-workers or employees. I don't have to get an approval to be in my own light. So every time that I get a sense of being guilted by doing something that I want to do, or that someone thinks that I should be doing, that is not holding my own light. And we also have a way to let these guilt feelings enter into our subconscious mind, and it's so easy to when people are saying what are you supposed to do now, you don't have anything to do, you say, well, I just want to relax. Well, you can do that later. Yes, I could, but it's now that I want to relax. So by speaking my truth, that I'm here and I'm saying no, is also a way for me to setting boundaries. I'm setting boundaries for me in my own being to be who I am. And I'm holding my light and holding my truth. And I speak my truth, but I don't explain myself. And when I can do that, holding that boundaries and be totally fearless in my action, and not getting on that guilt train of what other people really think about me setting boundaries for myself, then I'm honoring myself. And that is the true liberation of being who I am. And there's another thing with forgiveness. We usually feel so much guilt and we ask for forgiveness both to ourselves, to the past, and we are excusing ourselves for things that not necessarily is happening because of what I have done. I can ask for forgiveness for someone else's behavior. And that is also typical female, taking the blame for something that ain't their doing, just to smooth things over. And if you can do that and still hold your truth within yourself, then that is a liberation too. But the most of the times when you do that, you are getting way over your head in emotions. And you are telling yourself many, many times that you are not worthy because you still have to take that blame for someone else. And that means that if I'm in my truth telling you something, it's not that might walk up to you and tell you how I feel about something in your life. But if you are asking me about something, I will probably tell you the truth that I see it. And sometimes people doesn't want to hear the truth. So I'm usually in my life saying that if you don't want to hear the truth, then please don't ask me. Because I will tell you how I see it. And if that offends you and you get hurt by it, that is not my problem. I'm not going to apologize for what I'm saying. And I mean that. I am not apologizing for speaking my truth or holding a firm belief in my mind. I will never do that. If I say something and I've noticed that I upset you in some way, I can ask for forgiveness that I am hurting you. That was not my intention. My intention was not for you to be sad by the words that I said. But I will never, ever apologize for something that I speak and I firmly believe in. Never. And that is my liberation. So this guilt trip that people sometimes try to lay upon me, like you made me feel in a special way when you said something to me, that won't work anymore. Oh, I've been there, definitely. But I have been there and I have processed it. And I can still say that I most likely won't apologize for the things I say. I can apologize if there was a hurt feeling and my intention wasn't the reason why I spoke out the words that I did. And if the intention wasn't to hurt you, then I can apologize for that you got upset and hurt by that. But I won't apologize if I actually mean it. That won't happen. And then again, I'm human, so I should never say never. I might change my mind in the future. But for now, and for a very, very long time back in my life, that is a firm belief that I have. If I speak my truth, then I will stand for it. If you get offended by my truth, that is not my problem. If you get hurt by it, it's probably because you have asked me for an answer or asked me what I think about it, and by telling you how I feel or think about something makes you upset, then yeah, I'm sorry you got upset. don't ask if you don't want my opinion, because I will never apologize for giving it to you. So, to be who you are is a true liberation. And it's up to you to protect your own boundaries. You don't have to explain yourself to everyone else. If you are who you are and you need some time off from society and you want to be in the space of just being yourself and say no to activities or requests from friends or family members, then let it count in your heart. Does it feel like okay to say no because you need yourself for the moment? Then do so. It doesn't make you a bad human being. Because when you are in harmony with yourself, you are also willing to help other people around you at the level and the possibility that you can. Because sometimes people are asking for help that is so much huger than the possibility I have to actually help you. So by not measuring your request makes you think less of me, then it's not something that has to do with me. It is your belief system that is judging me for not being the person that you think that I should be. And that is your truth, not mine. I have my own truth. I am who I am, and I am my I am presence. And I'm here, and I am at service to myself, to my higher self, to my family, to my friends, at work, to society, to Mother Earth, to Source. And I will help out in any way I can. And it's actually up to you to accept that help that I can bring forward to you. And if you are willing to accept that help, then we are probably on the same vibrational frequencies. And if you don't, that is something for you to contemplate and reflect upon. Because I have made peace within myself, that I have my boundaries, and I will make sure that I'm doing what I can to make myself feeling good in this moment now, taking care of myself before I help out and take care of other people. Yeah, that is probably the message that I wanted to get out there. And it has been on my mind bit by bit for a couple of days now. So I think that I have got everything they want me to say. So thank you for listening to these heavenly words. And if it resonates with you, then please embrace them. If it doesn't resonate with you, brush them off and let them go. There is always something for everybody, in sometimes delivered by someone when the time is right. So bless you, dear friends, and take good care, and we'll be back soon. Oh yes, we'll be back tomorrow. We will have the lovely Abigail Mansu coming on, and she's a goddess. She's a true goddess in human form. So looking forward to see you then. Bye.